Sandra wondered again about her daughter. Would she give it up at the end of summer, or would she want to be in diapers for the rest of her life? Sandra had to admit she wasn't sure. So, Sandra spoke, breaking the silence. Has the summer been all you hoped it would be? What do you mean? Well, have you enjoyed being a baby again? Lizzie looked at her mother. It's been okay, I guess. Just okay. Well, it's kinda boring. I see. Well, I can see that. After all, you are a teenager on some level. Still, this is what you wanted. I know, Mother. A silence fell over the car. Both of them thinking about the situation. Lizzie started to think about being a baby full-time. True, she was enjoying everything, but it was no longer fun. It had become very mundane. It felt like the joy was gone. Lizzie wondered how she would feel in a month. She wanted to go back to school. She liked school. Still, she liked being a baby as well. She wondered if she could somehow have both. Still, that was a month from now. Till then, she was a baby full-time. Lizzie sighed as she felt her bladder give way. Wetting her diapers was getting easier. Possibly too easy, Lizzie thought. She began to wonder if she was losing control. A thought that scared her. After all, she did not want diapers to be something other than a choice. Sandra listened to her heartbeat as she drove. The call to her mother about Lizzie's choice was deep in her mind. She had tried to explain it, but somehow she got the feeling that her mother did not get it. Either way, they would find out at the end of the road trip. Sandra sat in the silence and wondered what her daughter was thinking. Was she worried about being a baby in front of everyone? It did not really matter, as Sandra was determined to keep her daughter as a baby till summer's end in hopes of breaking her of the idea for the rest of her life. She also thought about what Harriet had said when they had dinner. Was it really about making Lizzie okay with who she is? As this thought nagged at her, Sandra began to sense something she had not sensed in years. It had been a long time since Sandra had been able to sense when she needed to change Lizzie. The sense had been coming back during the past month. Spotting a rest area, Sandra pulled the minivan over into a secluded spot. What's going on? Lizzie asked as the car was parked. You need to be changed. Sandra responded. How did you know? A mother always knows when her baby needs to be changed. Soon Lizzie was laying down in the middle seat of the minivan and her diaper was changed. As soon as she was back in her seat, Sandra looked at her with a straight face. Are you hungry? She asked her daughter. Not really. More thirsty, came the answer. Sandra reached into the diaper bag and pulled out an empty bottle and a can of formula. In a couple of seconds, Sandra handed her somewhat surprised daughter a bottle full of formula and simply said, "Drink up." With that, Sandra climbed into the front seat and pulled out of the rest area, and they were on their way again to Grandma's house. The rest of the trip went by uneventful. They did stop for lunch at a McDonald's and soon they arrived at Grandma's house. One thing bothered Lizzie as they pulled up. She had to poop really badly. She hoped to hold it for as long as possible. Why, she was not sure. As they approached the door to the house, Lizzie felt her bladder give way as she soaked her diaper. Grandma opened the door and with a big hug greeted each of them. As she hugged Lizzie, the concentration Lizzie had loosened and Lizzie proceeded to poop into her diaper.